Alright. I think I have finally gotten that all figured out. Give this a shot then, shall we? Okay. There we go. That should be better. This, okay. Hold on. There is something wrong with this, and I don't understand it. And it's gonna bug the shit out of me, so I think I just need to switch different emulator because of the setting. Okay. Okay. Already so much better. Cool. Alright. There we go. Starting as adult. Sun Song, got Goron Ruby. Let's do this thing. Deku Tree is foolish. Okay, that's good to know. Zora's River is foolish. Ice Cavern has Prelude. Hyrule Castle is foolish. My goodness, okay. I should have checked this real quick. But I'm a dummy. Water Temple. Dongos. Shadow Temple. Jabu Jabu. Forest Temple. And Fire Temple. Wait a second, what? Maybe originally been. Oh. Realize that. I only need Shadow and Spirit. And light arrows. Interesting. That is not a setting that I am used to. So Deku Tree, Hyrule Castle, and Zora River are all foolish, which is good to know, I guess. It's been so long since I've done most of this stuff. Hey, Vanilla Heart Piece. Sure, I'll take that. What you got? Okay, claim check is junk. Blue. Slingshot. Okay, glad I came here before going child, I guess. Just because that'll be nice to have. I mean, I don't really need it, but okay, I'll take it. Let's see what song this gets me, as well as what the item is. Ooh. That's nice. That will get me into a song chain super quick. First, I should go check stuff in Graveyard. Actually check everything here except Anybody Digging, obviously, and the Poser Grave. This... Ooh. You love to see that. Pharaoh's Wind is... You know, that's helpful. Get back to dungeons pretty quickly. Should probably equip that shield, huh? Oh, trucker, this... As well. It's like a Deku shield or money even. I don't know. Really look at everything that was randomized. Settings. Junk. Totally thought I was going to get hit by that one, but okay. Dang it. Oh my god. That was a very bad run, but I'll take it. Ugh. Again, not necessary, but I will take it, I guess. Okay. I don't think it lets me warp out of here, right? Nope. That's also very nice. Yet another song that I can get very quickly. What do you have to say? Skull Mask is junk. Cool. Well, I've already hit him once, might as well. Let's see, okay. So, what do I know so far? Deku Trees, Zora River, Rupee, and the Prescription. Okay. Flare Dancer, okay, so highest chest is... what's that? Hammer Chest? Hammer Chest in Fire Temple is junk. Is there anything I can do? I guess I can go check Mido's house real quick while I'm at here. Well, looks like it's a good thing I did too. Magic, nice. Okay, cool. While I'm here, I don't know what here is. What here is going to be randomized and what isn't. Do that. I also know Flame Check is junk. And it was Hyrule Castle, Deku Tree, and Zora River are all junk. Which is good to know. GTG Wave the Hero. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of stuff for that. You know what? Hang on. Kind of hoping this gets me like Bolero, because then that'll get me another song. Epona's song, not bad. That'll be helpful for like movement, but not the most useful thing. I will field his way of the hero. Okay. I think that means I really should go back to child. Or should I do that stuff as adult? I mean, I don't have... No, I should do it as child because there's more stuff I can do as child right now. At least more stuff I can do easily as child. Yeah, I guess I should check. Because I can find out if, like, shops are randomized. I can find out... I can check shooting gallery, etc. No, gosh dang it. There we go. Oh, Deku Stick upgrade. That is also very nice. I will take that. Check shops, because again, I don't even know if these are randomized. I really should have looked. Okay, that does not look randomized to me. Okay, no. Oh, I already have a Deku Shield, but I don't have Kokiri Sword. Interesting. Good to know. Skulltula. Okay, well I know that this area is with the hero. I can't really do much here yet. Like, realistically, there's one check that I can do. So, I'm not going to bother with it right now. It's 3, okay. Well. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's see, do y'all tell me what you have? Or do I have to just hope for the best? Okay, no, they don't tell me what they have. Unfortunate. Oh, I wonder if... You know what, I should probably look this up. No. No point going to Zora's River. I guess I could go to Kokiri Forest. So yeah, let me go check. Get there in time. Okay, I think I made it. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, well, got my money back. This is good because I can song here. That's perfect. That is pretty much exactly what I was hoping it would be. Because that also means I can go check Sun's Song Grave. Or, yeah, I can check Sun's Song, find out what that song is. I've already got songs. It's not bad. Okay. You know what? Oh, you know what? Actually, I can check the spoiler log just to see what the settings are. Scrubs are not shuffled. Child trade is not shuffled. Freestanding items are shuffled? Freestanding items are just themselves? Pots, crates, cows, beehives, wonder items. Gerudo card. Interesting. Ocarinas aren't shuffled. Gerudo card. Stuff. No Loach reward. Tricks, starting with things. Okay. Yeah, never mind. We should be just fine. Okay. But I should, I guess, go check the one thing in Hyrule Field that I can check before doing anything else. Is that the battle music, really? That is some creepy-ass battle music. Oh god, wait. I just had the thought. The Way of the Hero in Hyrule Field could be the song, and since I've already got, like, Lullaby, it could easily be Nocturne. Oh crap, that would be very bad, honestly. Because that means it's an all-dungeon seed, and I really don't want to do an all-dungeon seed. Not tonight. That would be awful. Okay, but wait, maybe this is it. We'll feel this way of the year. Gee, thanks. Hey, the bow! Okay, well that's very likely the Way of the Hero, so I will take that. Excuse me. I like the idea that a snore is the way they announce daytime. That's Hyrule Field music? Okay. Again, I guess freestanding items are just not randomized? Which seems weird to me that you wouldn't randomize those. Okay, but see, that's randomized, so it's not... Lens of Truth and a hookshot come from riding the beam. Okay, well I guess... Crap, that's not what I meant to do. I guess that means that beans are not junk. I mean, theoretically, depending on what... I don't know. I don't know. That's... That opens up some possibilities. Claim check is junk. Already knew that, though. Collecting cuckoos is a heart. I already knew that. I got that one. Treasure chest game is junk. That is good to know. Because that means that at this point, Lens of Truth is junk. the hook shot obviously is a different story. But the lens of truth, at least, is junk. So, okay, wait a second. If the beam leads to those two things, does that mean it's the adult fishing reward or the, like, heart piece on top of the lab? Because in either case, I could get it with the hookshot if I find the other hookshot first. I don't know if I have free Scarecrow songs, so I guess I might as well set this up as well. It's out here. Strength. Oh, damn. Lots of good stuff in Lake Hylia, it seems like. Let's see what Saria teaches. And then I guess we can go to Kokiri Forest, check the Kokiri sword chest, and maybe a couple other things. Okay, that's nice. Bombchu. Okay, but I don't think those are in logic. Still good to know. Good piece of art. What did you say again? Play the hero, okay. I can't tell if it's night. Okay, it's night. Is this a heart? Yeah, it's a heart. Cool. Can't go into the Deku Tree area. Okay, well I'm gonna go buy beans. Wish I had done that before. Interesting. Ah, crap, I didn't actually check what the item on top of the arch in Desert Colossus was. Oh, I guess technically this is out of logic. Unless, maybe, do you even have beans? You do, okay. Let's grab another one just in case. We'll go plant one. Make high. You know what? I was just thinking, Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero. Even though it's out of logic, I should at least check this stuff. Because I've got bombs now. Let's see. GCG Way of the Hero, again, already knew that. Oh, they're blue fire arrows. That is good. I can't see that being Way of the Hero, so I think I'm safe there. But that is good to know anyway. because I think the only way that that's Way of the Hero is if there's bottles that can only be obtained by going through Ice Cavern. Huh. Alright. Stonks. Let's go plant. Speed. Let's see, Spirit and Shadow are Forest and Fire. Which means, in order to finish this, I need Hookshot, I need Hammer, theoretically I need Tunic, Goron Tunic, and Light Arrows. Well, I guess and Ganon's Boss Key, unless Ganon's Boss Key is not a thing? I don't know if it is or isn't. Ba-na-na-na. I'm going here because I want to see... That's a blue rupee. There's a bottle. Wait, can I learn the song? I can't, I have to be adult. Okay. What about the item here? Can I see it from this side? Looked like a blue rupee, but I can't be certain. It's a heart piece, okay. Remind me, what did you say? Field's Way of the Hero, that's right. I guess this is a good opportunity to check this. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, escape, okay. Okay, where do you take me? Kakariko, and it's nighttime, which is great. Question is, what kind of nighttime is it? Same time for Dampe or no? Did not make it in time for Dampe. Oh, and I almost forgot. I can check the frickin' grave. I can check the song in the grave. So dumb. Seriously? Oh, good. Okay, so it's not a guaranteed all dungeon seed. That means that I can pretty easily get to Shadow Temple if I need to. Oh, wait. No! Ah! That would have done it too. Ah, fuck. Oh well. Okay. I've got Nocturne now. You know what? Wait. I'm gonna plant that bean here. Because getting a bottle could be useful. Even it might even be Ruto's letter for all I know. In which case, I might need it. This is why I did this. No! Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. Treasure chest game, Dagger Shield. I already knew that. Okay. So now with fire arrows or Din's Fire, I'll be able to get the last thing in the graveyard. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I know this is out of logic, but again, Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero. I feel like justified in at least checking it. Song of Storms. Okay. That's potentially very unfortunate. Because if there's anything in bottom of the well that I need, then trouble. I'm guessing that this is not open. Yeah. Bomb bag to open up this. I never actually checked, but what does this say? Deku Tree and the Spirit Temple. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but just like to know the information. First off, not particularly useful, but alright, I'll take it. This is gonna get me to here. Blue potion. And then I think this will also take me over to there, although maybe I should go somewhere else first. No, we'll come back and do more here. Because I still think that technically this is out of logic because I don't have the bombs to get to the bean guy. Okay, I can do this shooting gallery now. A single Deku Nut. Great. Just what I was hoping for. I'm thinking that maybe something here. Hey! How's it going, Cal? Jesus Christ. I've been playing for like an hour. And y'all can't. God. You know what? It has been one of those days. God, I am just so upset right now. I can't even express it. I'm so mad. Oh my god. Hi, Cal. Thanks. I appreciate you not being super judgmental. Yeah, no, that is very true. I would be more upset if this were something that I was, you know, actually trying to, like, play and have a good time with, and not just a randomizer. God, I'm so upset. But you're right, it's just a randomizer. It doesn't really matter. I'll get over it. How are you? How have you been? Okay. Doing payroll. Very nice, okay. Hopefully that's easy. Gotcha. No worries. I figured you were busy or something, so I get it. Boom. Not as easy as it should be. I'm sorry to hear that. Why is that the case? Perfect. Okay. That means that everything that I'm doing is currently in logic, which means I really should go to Lake Hylia. Because going to Lake Hylia, I can get the Lens of Truth and the hook shot. And then with the hook shot, I can go do Forest Temple, which is one of the temples I need to do. It's very good, because that honestly opens up a lot of stuff. Like, logically opens a lot of stuff. Oh, I could do Dongo's Cavern. Although I really should do Forest first, because I need to do Forest, and I can actually do all of it now. Okay, what is going to be the quickest way there? I guess this, huh? Oh god. Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. I would ask why they do things like that, but I mean, I've known companies that do shit like that, and it's literally just, well, this is how we've always done it, or You know, well, the way that we use the system means that we can't just change it. So I get it. It sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, I really am. Makes sense. Okay. Over here, we're gonna check the rest of the Hyrule Field checks. Just to see what they are. Because I think there's only really one more I need to worry about. No, no ending. Yeah, I know, there are a lot of things like that that are just... that, like, if we took the time to upgrade them, make them, like, you know, robust and workable, it would be, faster in the long run, even if it takes time to adjust now. And people just don't care. Which sucks. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because I know GTG is way the hero. I'm actually gonna go here first. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you on that one. That's what our whole society is becoming. People charging stuff as a monthly subscription instead of as a one-time fee. It's ridiculous. It really is. Oh, come on. I'm upset. I am feeling more relaxed. Now that it's been a few days and I've had the time to, you know, really ease into the fact that, like, the show is over, I'm much more relaxed. I'm much happier. Not much happier. It's more like a different... It's a relaxed, like, calm kind of moment now. So yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. Thank you for asking. Go. Okay, good. Part of me was worried I would actually have to go through and do them all, but nope, just the one. Nice. First thing I'm gonna do is go in here. I think I'll just check these, like, first two chests. Then, okay, so those are... It's a key, that's not a key. What do you got for me? Just a stick. You here. Okay, but now I'll leave and I'll go to Lake Hylia to get the hook shot, and then I'll go do Forest Temple. I'm sorry, are you kidding? Okay. I don't want to climb this ladder until that thing is dead. There we go. Freaking hate those Gways. Okay, so there's lens, which I think means that the hook shot has to be in fishing? The rando's looking good so far. I almost certainly am not going to be able to finish it, unfortunately. I have to end at a relatively decent time. Just because I've got something I need to do after stream. But the rando itself, like, it seems like it'll be pretty simple. The settings are a little different than what I'm used to in a... I think it's meant to be like a streamlined kind of way, but it also might be like just a confusing kind of way, I don't know. It's not technically a new tracker, but it's not the one I usually use. The one that I typically use is Emo Tracker, and this is like Barnade's item tracker, so there's the hookshot. Sick. It's just a different one. This one is an auto tracker, like it automatically keeps track of things for me, because I typically don't really care to do it myself. Okay, so with that, I'll do this and just go straight to forest. Yeah. But yeah, it's not a new tracker. It's just one that I haven't used for a while. One of the settings in this rando is, in order to get to Ganon's castle, you just need the shadow and spirit medallions and light arrows. So I don't even need to get any of the other medallions. I think I'm still gonna do, I've still got to do, or I still should do stuff like Dodongo's Cavern, because it'll be a quick one, it'll get me another song, etc. But in terms of dungeons I have to do, it's apparently just Forest and Fire, which is kind of nice. And this isn't Key Sanity, so all the keys are in here. I already have all the items I need to finish this dungeon, so I'm not worried about not being able to... Oh, wait, no, I don't have all the things I need. I don't have strength. Shit, I always forget about strength. Fuck, every damn time. Okay, well, then I guess if I don't find strength before I need it here, I will just go back to GTG. Maybe it's in there. Oh my god. No. Okay, well, I guess I'm just not getting that. There we go. It's a very odd song for the Forest Temple. How's your day been, Cal? Besides, like, payroll stuff that you're doing right now, what have you been up to? Anything in particular? I don't know why I keep getting these chests. I know they're junk because they're small. Small. Another key. Okay, well, I don't have strength, and the next room that I can go to is the one where I need strength. So I guess I have to leave. I'm very glad I did this here, because now I can just poof back into this place. I guess I'll just try to get whatever I can in here, see what happens. Another key. Oh, okay. Agreed, I'm gonna get that for a second there. Good. Do you mind? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Yeah, I feel like sleeping poorly always seems to set, like, just a terrible tone for the day. It's awful. There we go. Okay, well that looks like junk. So I guess, you know what, I've got to just stop getting the junk chests. I've already got full rupees, and I have shield as both child and adult. Anything I need is going to be either in here, which is like a heart, because, you know, that might be nice to have, or in a big chest, because that's how it works. That's the whole point. Okay. Both of these are keys, which is good. Well, good-ish. Come on. The fact that they're keys, I guess, just means that I'm more likely to be able to get into the... Okay, I can't do toilet yet, so I'm not going to bother going in there or collecting these rupees or anything, but I can go up here, get another key, and 2 more chests. We'll see what that leaves us with. Cool. That's junk, but this is another key. Okay, and the keys actually don't even matter because that chest is junk, so I don't even need to bother collecting any more keys either. Could be good to know what chests are keys, though. Okay. Well, I mean, that doesn't matter now, so I'm not going to bother with it. God, this is Way of the Hero. I need 2 strengths to get some checks, and I need iron boots to get the other check. Is there anything useful here? That's... I can't tell what that chest is, but the fact that I can't see it, to me, means it's probably because it's a small chest. Yep. Wow. So this... this has been entirely a waste. Did I get anything useful in here? I don't think I did. I need... I know where A strength is. And I do specifically need 1 strength to do a thing. Let's see, if I got a silver scale, I could get that 1 strength. If I can go do Dodongo's Cavern completely. Cool. Just barely made it. That's all I care about. Okay, so nothing useful there. I think if I have free Scarecrow Song, I can check this chest over here. I didn't even think about, like, finishing the setup. Not sure I need to, but... I messed that up pretty badly. Nope, no free Scarecrow Song. Cool. Yep. Okay. Well, that is a big chest, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do the same thing I did before, basically, and put in Pharaoh's Wind Point. And I think I'm just gonna go do DC once, well, I'm gonna go finish setting up Song. And I guess I'll just come back and grab that big chest after all. If it's a strength or a scale, then it'll be useful if it's a strength. If it's a scale, it'll get me a strength. Who knows, maybe it's hammer, and then I'll be able to go do Fire Temple. Fire Temple, I think, like, technically requires a strength upgrade, but I can do it without one. I know there's a way to, and I know I'm able to. I should have just put another one down immediately. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, let me start by saying, just to get it out there, that I do plan on buying one. I do want one because it is, you know, a bigger, better Switch. And when the OLED Switch came out, I bought one of those too. Because, yeah, I'll take a bigger, better Switch. I do plan on buying one, if for no other reason than, like, I can afford it, and it'll be nice to have a bigger, better Switch. Now, for my actual thoughts on the console itself, you may have noticed I repeated the phrase bigger, better Switch a lot there. And I think that really, that kind of sums up my thoughts on the console. It's just a bigger, better Switch. Yes, it has, like, mouse capabilities, right? Where the Joy-Cons can act like mouse controls, making stuff like FPSs really interesting for a console to be able to do, right? I know I can hit this. What is happening? The mouse controls are interesting because stuff like Metroid Prime, that's going to be really interesting to do with, like, a mouse control. It is the silver scale. Okay. Fudge. Then I guess I go child and get the strength? Yeah, I think I go child and get the strength. Yeah, it has the mouse capability, and that'll be interesting for, like, certain games. I'm sure they will factor that into, like, Mario Party as a concept for minigames, etc. But it's just, like, a sort of specific use of gyro controls. It isn't, like, it'll, I'm sure, be more precise than gyro controls, but it's still just kind of like gyro controls. The chat function, frankly, that should have been on the first Switch. There should have been capability to have a chat, like, function. There should have been chat functionality in the original Switch. Period. The fact that it wasn't at all, not even on the OLED Switch, is an oversight. Like, that is kind of ridiculous to me. I do understand that, like, part of the thing with the Switch is it's very thin, and maybe adding in a microphone and the necessary components to do that would have, like, made it very bulky. Maybe that would have been an issue. But, like, oh cool, more magic. But honestly, like, I still think that it should have been there in the first place. The fact that it wasn't is a problem. Can I can't. The fact that you can now have, like, a camera, they have, like, a camera add-on, that's cool, but it's not something that I think is going to be this enormous, like, oh wow, you can see your friends while you play now. Like, nah, I don't really think that's going to be a big deal, personally. Not a big enough deal to make the console, like, you know, explode in popularity. Oh wow, 2 huge rupees, interesting. I think, and then in terms of anything that can differentiate it from the Switch, that's it. There's nothing left. Like, it's big. It's got a bigger screen. It's got a more powerful, like, you know, CPU. More powerful components in general. But all of that is just an upgrade to the Switch. That's not, like, those are not brand new features on a brand new console. That is just the same console, but better. And I have a big problem with that. Again, like, I do want to be clear that I am planning on buying one. And maybe that makes me a little bit of a hypocrite here, and I'm okay with that because I don't see it that way personally. But at the end of the day, like, I do want it. I do think I will enjoy having it. I think that it's... I think that it's just a bigger Switch, though, and I don't like that. Not to mention, and that's not even getting into the game lineup, which is essentially like the GameCube games online, 5 or 6 Switch games that are just getting, like, you know, textural upgrades for the Switch 2. And then I think it's like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. In terms of, like, new games that are first-party games, they have 2. And one of them is Mario Kart, which is great, but it's just, you know, the next in a long line of Mario Kart games. I am excited for the Donkey Kong game because I love Donkey Kong as a character, but that's it. Yeah, and I hear what you're saying. When it comes to literally calling it the Switch 2, I think that's the problem that I have with it, is they didn't even try. Like, this is not a new console. They're acting like it is because, hey, there'll be games. Because that's the other thing. That's the other thing that really bothers me about this. You can't play every Switch game on the Switch 2. Even the Wii U, which you have rightly pointed out was made mainly just like a branding mistake. But it's not just the Wii again, right? But even the Wii U could play every Wii game out the gate. The fact that you can't play every Switch game on the Switch 2 is a bad thing. And it bugs the crap out of me that is not, like, a bigger deal to people. Because it's a huge deal to me. I have so many Switch games, and I guarantee you that most first-party games will be fine. But third-party games? Hell no. I think that there are going to be so many third-party games that just will not be playable on the Switch, or the Switch 2, and that bothers me to no end. So, yeah, my thoughts on the Switch 2 are, it's just the Switch again. And while I wouldn't call that a bad thing, I think that the fact that they are charging this much money for it, they're increasing the price of the games, and the overall, like, the overall feeling here is just, oh yeah, we can totally make this out to be a new system. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And, like, it just feels so disingenuous. It feels so, such a slap in the face. Exactly. Yeah. No. Part of the Switch Direct. Now, granted, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I am. But in the Direct, they said certain games will be playable. I don't know if they ever actually said like some games won't be playable, but they said something along the lines of, "Oh, I thought it was shit. I thought it was 10 rupees." They said something along the lines of, "Yeah, no, you won't be able to play all your games." Or they at least implied it. Or maybe I inferred it. I guess those are the same thing. They have to imply, I have to infer. Not the point. The point is, yeah, I'm pretty sure you will not be able to play every Switch game. Yeah, I'm surprised by the tutorial thing. Really surprised me as well. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm surprised by the fact that we didn't get a new 3D Mario, because I feel like they don't typically make that a staple of their like new games lineup or new console lineup. Because I don't think they did that with the Switch. Was Mario Odyssey like a launch title? I actually am suddenly not sure. But yeah, no, that's... It is definitely disappointing. Whether it's surprising or not, it is incredibly disappointing that this is the we because yeah, it would be very nice. It's been years since Odyssey came out, and we don't have even a whiff of a new 3D Mario. Odyssey was 7 months later. Yeah, so I don't necessarily think I'm surprised by that. But the fact that, yeah, they don't. That's the thing. The thing that I was most excited for in terms of launch titles was fucking Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong was announced in the middle of that direct. The release date was 2025, so it's not like it was, oh hey, it's, you know, here it is. It was just a quick thing in the very end when they were going through a bunch of games. Hollow Knight Silksong was one of those games, and that was so exciting. I am so stoked for Silksong. But that's it. Pretty much everything else I'm just kind of like lukewarm about. I would say the next big thing that I'm excited for again is Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I love Donkey Kong as a character. And I love Donkey Kong 64, so I love the idea of a new like 3D platformer Donkey Kong game. But even that one, I'm just kind of like, well, looks cool, looks fun, but I'm planning to wait and see until I get more information before I even plan on buying it. Because I don't care about that. That's probably smart. Like, I recognize that I'm jumping on the bandwagon, and again, I know it's dumb. I know it's probably at least a little bit, like, feeding into the problem. But I do care about, like, this sort of thing. It's kind of like, you know, in general, I want to support my friends. And I know that it's not like Nintendo is my friend, they're a corporation. But, like, I know that this is a bump in the road. I don't think that this is going to be a huge, like, new issue with Nintendo. But I don't know. There's a part of me that feels really weird about this whole situation, I guess. But who knows? Maybe we'll never be able to get it anyway. What with the pre-orders being delayed because of the fucking tariff bullshit. Which we don't have to get into now. That's a whole other can of worms. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Like, I'm lucky in that I can afford to drop this money right now. I don't care. Like, I don't mind. Well, it's not that I don't care. It's not like this is like a nothing purchase to me, but I can afford it, is my point. And, like, I recognize other people can't. But that's, yeah, I totally get that. If I had to scrimp and save for it, no. This would not be a thing that I do if I had to scrimp and save. Because like you said, there's so little that's gonna be there at launch. Why would I waste money and, like, put myself through other hardships for it? Because what is coming at launch? Like, obviously Mario Party or Mario Kart World is coming at launch because you can get the digital version of it immediately. I know. There's obviously the, like, upgrade packs for your Switch 1 games. Oh, come on. But other than that, I mean, I don't think even Donkey Kong is coming out at launch, is it? I think even Donkey Kong is like, we're, you know, wait and see. Like, it's like end of the year or something is when that's coming out. Okay, yeah, I will probably be done before you get home, so you're welcome for stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening audio only at the end here. I really do appreciate that. Drive safe, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Gotta be joking. So yeah, while since you're audio only, I guess I'll just sort of continue my rant. I think that at the end of the day, Nintendo is just out of touch with what people are actually interested in when it comes to Nintendo. Because, like, something that I... Are you freaking serious? Oh my god! Sorry. Something that I was saying when the teaser direct came out. When the... Or not even the direct. When the teaser for the Switch 2 came out, I even said it then that, like, one of the things that I love about Nintendo is that they are so innovative when it comes to their game systems. You get stuff like the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5, and that's just another PlayStation. Like, they occasionally do stuff like the in-controller, like, you know, gyro controls, essentially. But that's just for very specific games, and it's very limited. And then the next system is just, okay, the same thing again. Same with the Xbox. Like, they're more powerful. That was weird. They're more powerful. They are faster. They're... the games are going to be, you know, much more beautiful and all that stuff. And they have that over Nintendo. Nintendo generally has weaker performing systems, but they're systems that are more interesting. I love the Wii. I even love the Wii U. Like, people are upset with the Wii U, or people don't like the Wii U. I loved the Wii U. I thought it was a fantastic system. I thoroughly enjoy playing many games on it. Like, not anymore. I don't have one myself. It was, you know, my family's, and when I left home, I no longer had it. But the Wii U was still a great system. I loved it, right? I have loved playing Nintendo systems because of the ingenuity shown in those systems since the N64. Like, and that wasn't even a particularly ingenious system, but the games on it were unique. Same with the GameCube. The system itself wasn't like this amazing, incredible, you know, newly innovative design, but the games were unique. They went out of their way to make those games special. And then starting with the Wii, you have these systems that are absolutely fascinating, specifically because they have these gimmicks that you have to kind of get used to and learn. And I love that about Nintendo. Even when it's hit or miss for certain games, it's still fascinating. And that is just something that I love about Nintendo. So the fact that this is just a retread of the Switch with, you know, chat functionality that should have been in the Switch originally, and mouse functionality that is essentially just, you know, better gyro controls. Like, the fact that that is this new console that we have been waiting for, that we have been excited for. Like, I remember when people first started talking about the Switch 2, it was, oh, we're getting the Switch Pro. That was the idea, was like, we're going to get a Switch that is a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, and it's going to be like, you know, but it's still going to be the Switch. We're just getting the Switch, but bigger and better and faster. That was the, like, original thought, was, yeah, that's going to be the, like, next thing with this system is the Switch Pro. I never, for a second, believed that we were actually going to get the Switch 2. That was going to be the big, like, game-changing system that they do next, was just the Switch again. I always thought that was just, oh, the next system's code name is, haha, Switch 2. I don't know, maybe I was naive for thinking that they would do something else, but I really thought they would do something else. It is just unfortunate and frustrating that this is where we ended up. Okay, well, I guess we'll get this. So yeah. You asked what my thoughts were on the Switch 2. I think it is the Switch 2. It's just the Switch 2. Like, I really don't know any other way to put it besides, yeah, that's a good name for it. can't remember. Is there actually something out here? I don't think so, right? Yeah, because this is just this room where there's that, so... Oh, and since I assume you're still listening, Cal, the other thing that really bothers me, more on like a personal level than anything to do with the game itself, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment trailer. I saw that, and I was like, holy shit, are they really giving us another Zelda game already? Like, even just a trailer or something. I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. And then I saw that it was just another Hyrule Warriors game, and I was like, oh, cool. I like, prior to the stream, I was like, there's not going to be a Zelda. I talked to a friend of mine who was like, what if they give us another Zelda? Like a trailer or something. I was like, they're not going to do that. There's no way. It hasn't been long enough. So when it started, I was like, oh my god, are we actually getting, like, another one? What is going on? I suddenly had my hopes up very high, and they were immediately dashed. And I know that that is my fault and not anyone else's, but it is nonetheless very upsetting. That's all I have to say about that. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, I guess we're here. Okay, one more. Yeah, okay, I'm getting good at that. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm fighting the last Poe in the Forest Temple, which is the purple one where she appears. There's 4 of her and they, like, surround you. Apparently, I didn't know this before, but apparently, the correct one appears a single frame early compared to the rest. Which means if you are paying very close attention, you can tell which one is the real one. And I learned that watching a playthrough ZFG was doing, where he talked about it. And I've started to try and look to see if I can tell which one it is. And I did very well when I was watching other people streaming. But I think that I was having a little more difficulty now because I'm actually playing. But yeah, I just thought that was cool, and I'm very proud of myself for doing it pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna fight this boss. I'm gonna see what it gives me. And then I think... I'm gonna call it. And I'm not gonna pick this back up. I'm gonna do, like, an actual, you know, the next game playthrough next time. So I'm just gonna look at the spoiler log and see what it has to say. Because I'm really curious to know where this was going. Oh. Fudge. Gotcha. Okay, I was wondering how you responded. I was like, Cal, you're driving, please. Oh, come on! He's doing the thing. Oh, come on! How many times do I have to hit that thing? I hate playing tennis. You're fucking joking. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do you just mean, like, the C button at the bottom made you think, oh, maybe there'll be more buttons? Or, or was there something specific that made you think there'll be, 4 C buttons again? Because I don't recall that. I know you're driving, and I'm probably going to be ending in a minute anyway, so answer that question in Discord, I guess? Okay. Well, that's done. And I got the fire arrows, which doesn't really do a lot for me, even if I was continuing. Okay, but let's end it here. I'm going to open up the spoiler log. What do we got? I guess I'm just going to look at the spheres. Playthrough. There it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it was weird. Okay, Dodongo's Cavern was the way to go. Shit. Dodongo's Cavern had a wallet, it had light arrows, it had a scale, it had hover boots, it had Forest Medallion. Oh, I should have gone back to Lost Woods as well. I got... Wait, Nocturne. Did I need Nocturne for something? Is there something in... Wait, this is... Okay, wait. Shadow Medallion? Spirit Medallion. Water and Light Medallion. I thought I didn't need these. Okay, well then this would have taken longer than I expected, but... Still, I was actually in a pretty good spot. If I had gone to Dodongo's Cavern, which was the thing I was going to do next, I would have been able to get all of those things. I already had Nocturne. I could have gotten that strength upgrade. And I think I would have too. Like, being in this area right now, I would have thought about that. And then from there... Saria's song. What did I... Oh, I guess I needed Saria's song. No, what did I need Saria's song for? Oh, Skull Kid had Boomerang. Okay. Which, yeah, I would have needed to beat Jabu. Got it. Where did I get... Oh, I guess this just isn't taking into account... This is just taking one path into account. Because it's saying that I needed Saria's song to get Requiem. But I got... What's it called? Minuet of Forest early. Where did I get Minuet from? God, it's super early. Wasn't, Yeah, I got that from Guru, from Song of Storms check. Anyway. Okay, well, yeah, this would have been a very easy seed, because after going to Dodongo's Cavern, there's very little outside of dungeons I would have needed, and all stuff that I probably would have gotten relatively quickly. Everything else is dungeon check after dungeon check. Okay, wait, but what was in GTG? Because something in GTG was necessary. Oh, Mirror Shield and Rudo's Letter were behind the block, which again, I would have known to go there. Because I already had a hint about that. About GTG being Way of the Hero. So yeah, this would have been a very easy seed if I had if I had the time to continue. Like, I think I could have finished this within the next hour or so. But alas, I could not. Yes, Cal, the N64 emulator controls are so bad without C buttons. Like, even when I'm playing on here, I use an Xbox controller, using the control stick, the right control stick for the C buttons is awful, and I hate it so much. But, you know, it'll be nice to have a chat button, I guess. So dumb. Anyway, Cal, if you are still listening, thank you for being here. It was very nice. I'm glad that I got to do this, and I'm glad that you were here for most of it. It's always nice getting to chat with you. I looked it up. The last person I talked to lied to me. The next game on the list is not Minish Cap, it's Wind Waker. And again, I know you can't... Well, maybe you can find more stoplights, I suppose. I know you can't really talk right now, but I know you talked about not wanting to watch me play those games because you haven't finished them yourself yet, so I totally get that. I'm still going to try to play them because I do want to get through it in order, and I'll try to do it quickly so that, you know, you don't have to be gone forever. But I don't know, maybe you can stick around for the first little bit. I don't know how... I think you said you've played them before, just not for very long, or not like the whole way through or something, so maybe you can stick around for like the beginning, and I'll just try to get through them quickly, and you can leave when you need to. Regardless, point being, I'm going to start with Wind Waker next time, so just be aware of that. But we can still chat and play Sudoku and stuff like that. And yeah, we can just kind of go from there. Thanks again for being here, Cal. It was really nice. I'm going to call it. Bye, folks.